All right, my friends, happy Saturday to you. It is the spring equinox here in Northern America. The sun has crossed the equator, right? So the sun has moved from Pisces into the sign of Aries. So spring is here in Northern America, and for my friends down under, this is autumn, the start of fall, the sun's descent down as our sun moves up here. All right, great change is coming. All right, not only is the sun moved into Aries, which is a new beginning, a new chapter in life, a new chapter for ourselves, a new chapter for this year, bringing focus back onto self. What am I doing? My participation, my active participation in being a human being, my active participation in society, my active participation in moving forward, being self-motivated, a self-sufficient individual. Right? So not only do we have the sun entering Aries at 6 in the morning, but our two planets, first the moon aligning here at 2 p.m. The moon creating now the trine, air sign to air sign Jupiter, thinking about society, thinking about everybody else. The moon in a place of self-discovery, okay? Self-discovery, looking at all the options and all the possibilities, what was, what is, and what's coming. Okay, and bringing this awareness to society, bringing this awareness to the community. And then Neptune just moved to 21 degrees. And just after that, Jupiter as well moves to 21 degrees. So now this is a perfect semi-sextile, okay, where these two planets of expansion are in a very harmonious place. And it's like no coincidence that this both happens on the same day. Not only do we get this new beginning, we have this beautiful trine happening here. We also have this square, the information that's squaring to Neptune, okay? So let's talk about that. So the 21 degrees of Jupiter in Aquarius, 21 degrees in Aquarius, it's almost simplistic, okay? This is like putting a rug down on a wooden floor for our comfort. It's a place for us to sit if we want to lie down, or a place for the kids to play on, okay? And it's saying that because, look, it's like we are probably not the rug makers, okay? It took somebody else in society, it took somebody else in the community that's their specialty, is wanting to make rugs. It's their passion, their joy. And because they have this passion and joy, now we're able to lie on this and bring it into our homes, which is something of our passion and joy. Okay, and so it's like this great, because you are doing something active in the community, somebody else can benefit from that and utilize your skills, your talents, and what you have created. The musicians that create the music, there are fans, there are people who listen to it. The star of the show, right, the Leo energy, needs its director. The director needs the star of the show. And just the same, the producer who's put this whole production together needs the individuals to watch the show, okay? So it's like by our active participation in society, it's all of this giving, again, this coming together, something moving from that anerotic degree, that 29 degrees of Pisces, that prism effect. And now this is getting the fire in ourselves saying, yes, I am who I am. And I am a rug maker, or I am the toy maker, or I am the producer, or I am the star of the show, or I am whatever, fill in the blank, whatever you are. And that you're adding something back to society that society needs, okay? And it's believing in oneself. Now, the interesting part, the square from the moon in seeking new knowledge, the moon seeking information, okay? And everything is up for debate. Everything is up to be talked about, even playing the devil's advocate to something that seems to be truthful, okay? Is this really a wooden table that I'm knocking on? Is this really, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. It's all up for debate. It's all up for talking about. Now, 21 degrees of Pisces is like Moses coming down with the stone tablets, okay? This is an aspect, the individual, the prophet, coming to deliver this message of this new way of living, these new rules. And it's interesting that these are rules that we're talking about when we're talking about Pisces. It's a new order, a new way of living, a new perspective. Okay, this is the end of one age. That's what Moses did. It was ending the age of Taurus and entering the age of Aries, right? There's that little bit of astrotheology for you. they were worshiping the golden calf, and the golden calf must be destroyed as we ended the age of Taurus and entered the age of Aries, which is represented by the ram's horn of the lamb. Okay, which in the Jews, they wear the ram's horn. In old pictures, before it was Jesus, it was a lamb in the center before you had, this image, of Jesus. Okay, so it's ending an age. And it's funny that we are ending the age of Pisces and opening up and welcoming this age of Aquarius, entering the age of knowing, coming from belief. We had to believe what somebody said in order for us to get the message, And it's like angel. El means God, messenger of God. Okay, so angel meant messenger. And anything that ended with El, E-L, Israel, Isis, Ra, El. It was just like, this is, sun god's land. Okay, Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L. This meant he who is like God, okay, or God-like. Anyway, El, so El meant God. Anyway, so it's like we're going from this place of belief where you just had to believe whatever an individual told you. And we're entering the age of Aquarius, which is about knowing, the digital revolution, technology. And in our pockets, we have a phone, which is a greater technology, greater supercomputer than anything that we had in the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, obviously. It's miraculous. And you can literally fact check anyone or anything. Like, look up the L in the Bible, or just look that up. It's very fascinating, right? So it's like you can fact check, you can find new information out. And so we have these spiritual leaders now. It's like, I know who I am, I know myself, and I am delivering this message. And I am helping guide or lead people to this new truth, this newfound truth. And we have to dissolve of the old. It's part of, the South Node in the sign of Sagittarius, right? We're alleviating these old ideologies. We're alleviating these old ways of schooling or thinking. It's like, a 10-year-old knows what the Facebook symbol is, what the Instagram symbol is, what Spotify symbol is, or YouTube symbol. And they can click on this on their phone. But can that 10-year-old identify poison ivy, poison oak, or a berry that can help heal you, or a berry that can kill you? You know what I mean? It's just like, where is our education system? What are we being taught, and what are we teaching, in our school system, right? Or further, it's like we need to learn how to have clean water. We need to learn how to grow food and process food properly. We need to learn how to build a safe structure for a home for ourselves. Clothes are pretty good. We need to learn how to have clothes, or we need to learn how to, make the rug or whatever, those comforts. So, but those fundamentals, does a 10-year-old know? Are we teaching? Are we the adults teaching the 10-year-old how to get clean water from a dirty river? Are we teaching these individuals how to grow food, how to create permaculture or a sustainable ecosystem, So it's like we have this whole new generation of individuals that's coming forth to share the message. And for the old, the old traditional past, we can say, this Taurus kind of energy, Uranus is into Taurus to disrupt the tradition, to disrupt what was, and to create this new. Okay, so if you're an individual that has a message to share, a message to speak, that wants to share knowledge with another individual, or to share knowledge with the community, as Neptune again is in the 21 degree, Jupiter is at 21 degrees of Aquarius. This is sharing this insight, this beautiful knowledge with the community. Okay, and when being delivered to the community, people might argue those points. People might say, no, Jesus isn't a personification of the Son. Jesus was a man and he lived. And I get that all the time. And it's just like, okay, you're entitled to think what you want to think. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But I know my message here is to help share and to help illuminate and bring light to that astrotheology, okay? So that we can welcome this new space with open arms. And it's challenging, okay? So everything is up for, debate. And it's like we must be willing to show up. That's the sun in Aries right now. We must be willing to show up, to be ourselves, You know, we must have that fire, that passion within us to share this message and to not be aggravated or angry or upset when somebody disagrees with it. And they will. You know, it's not like the people when Moses came down with these stone tablets and made him destroy the golden calf. It's not like they were pleased with Moses. You know, he destroyed these tablets, right? If you know the history behind that story. So it's like this will come with confrontation. This will come with conflict. But showing up as ourselves, knowing our passion, knowing our fire, knowing what spark of color we are in the rainbow that adds to community, right? Coming back to yesterday's message. And that's all this is. This is, you know, the planets are teaching us. The planets are working through us. As above, so below. So cool. My friends, have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Have a great start to your weekend. As always, I love you, whoever you are. I wish you enough. And we'll see you tomorrow. Sunday fun day.